Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a very special video for me because I have achieved 500 subscribers and it is something really big for me. And I really want to thank all my subscribers and whoever has subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me because to achieve that 500 subscribers wasn't easy for me. It took almost like 2 years for me to achieve that. Yeah, I really want to thank each and every one of y'all who has subscribed to my channel and keep supporting me and encouraging me. If any of y'all have a dream of becoming a YouTuber, please go ahead and start your own channel and help yourself. I'm gonna do a lot of exciting videos in my channel here, so if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel, and if you've already subscribed, I really want to be thankful to you all for supporting me. So to know how I create this look, then please keep on watching. I'm gonna hydrate my skin really well before I move on to the makeup application. So the first thing, I'm gonna use a serum to begin with my makeup. I'm gonna use this Estee Lauder serum. I am done with my serum now. As you see, I don't see any serum on the layer of my skin because it's all absorbed by my skin. Now I'm gonna use that second layer of moisturizer. I'm gonna use this Lash Water Bank moisturizer. This is the Hydra version, which is for the oily skin, and the moisture cream, the moisture cream is for drier skins. So I opted for this one. This one has this gel kind of consistency, which is really good for oily skin. This one's really good, and I can compare it to the Bobbi Brown Water Fresh cream. That's almost similar, but the price is, I guess, 2 times more than this. So if you want the Bobbi Brown cream in a budget, then this is the one you should go for. So I'm gonna apply it on my skin. And the eye cream is really important. I took my serum also on top of my eye and my moisturizer a little bit, but I really need extra hydration for the eyes. Though I have an oily eyelids, my under eye tends to get a little extra dry when I start applying products on it. So I'm gonna hydrate it using this Lash Water Bank eye gel. This is also a similar line from the product which I used earlier. I am a sucker for Lash. Anything from Lash is like, I need to have it because everything works great and amazing for me. There's even the tube kind of a thing, like a bottle kind of a thing which comes in this with a applicator. That is too good, but then I wanted to try this time, so I went ahead and got this. I'm taking a little bit extra here and just applying. Now that my skin is very well hydrated, I feel my eyes are like so happy right now. It's so cooling and my skin feels really well hydrated. Now I'm gonna move on to my lip. I'm gonna use my Lash lip balm. None of these products I'm using here are sponsored by any chance. I bought everything in my own money. Since I'm using more of Lash products, doesn't mean it's a sponsor video. I bought all of them because I love Lash so much, and they all really work because Korean skincare, we all know how Korean skincare is like craze all around the world. But for me, I don't say all skincare from Korean brands worked for me. This one, Lash as the brand, is like the best for me so far. I have tried so many Korean brands, but Lash was the one I would recommend anybody any day. So I'm gonna apply this lip balm. In summers, these are fine. In winters, when the lips get much more drier, you can use the Pot Lash sleeping mask. But since it's summer here, I don't find the necessity of using that. Maybe in night times I use that. But this Lash this one is nice. Yes, my skin is all done now. Now let's move on to the priming portion. I have done a few changes. Like I guess in my previous video I must have mentioned this. I use a primer and I use the setting spray before I apply any other product before the primer, because you know, combination to oily is my skin type. So basically what I want to do here is I don't want my oils get in contact with my foundation, which can, you know, what happens, they get mixed up and my foundation starts to break apart. So I'm gonna spray my setting spray as a barrier in between my foundation and the oils of my skin, so that my foundation lasts longer and, you know, looks really flawless. For my primer today, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier blurring primer. My skin feels smooth and the pores are filled in. Now I'm going to use my setting spray on top of this. Lock in all the oils under the primer. My skin is all set to, you know, apply makeup now. Orange corrector from Charlotte Tilbury. It's in the shade 3 Tan. Someone requested me to do affordable products. The thing is that I don't use much of them anymore. Not because I don't want to use them or anything, but they don't, you know, suit me, and I don't like wasting money on products that doesn't work for me anymore. First thing, I don't use any of the products available in India for eyeshadows because none of them are pigmented enough to show on my skin, and I don't like, you know, when it's so difficult for me to blend things. So I mostly prefer from Anastasia Beverly Hills or any other products like from Murphy or things like that. I don't like using Maybelline for eyeshadow. I like Maybelline Fit Me foundation and the concealer too, but now it kind of breaks me out recently. So when that person asked me makeup on affordable products, I tried making a video, but then I really found it difficult because either of the product I had to go up to these high-end brands because my makeup looked better when I used them. And you know, I don't understand when people always ask everybody, like I've noticed this in YouTube as well as in Instagram, can you recommend products for 100 rupees, 15 rupees? People put up videos for 15 rupees. I can't imagine some product for 15 rupees. What would be the quality of the product? So I really don't like investing in products that I'm not going to use personally, because I really want to genuinely tell them what I'm actually using rather than recommending them products that I won't be using. Okay, if you want an affordable orange corrector, you can very well use Makeup Revolution. That's the one I've been using for all this while. Why I like this Charlotte Tilbury one better is because this doesn't only has it not only has the pigment of the orange, but it also kind of conceals. So it is like, you know, straight away it won't look like I have applied something orange under my foundation or a concealer. Not only the orange is there, but also it's concealing my eye. So I prefer products that I actually like personally, because today I can tell that I use this and I use that and show some random stuff which I already have from budget friendly things, but that I will not be using it regularly in my videos. And if I'm not going to be honest about what I'm going to use, then no point in me sitting here doing these videos. So anybody who's willing to buy makeup or create a makeup kit for y'all, please save money. save as much as money you can, or if you can stay away, if you already saved money, go and get a product that actually suits your skin tone, your skin type and things. Buy a sample at every place and try it on you. I have a few recommendations. If you really want a lipstick that is super duper long lasting and really comfortable on the lips, go for Wet n Wild catsuit lipstick. Yeah, that matte lipstick, they're amazing, and they are very affordable because it just priced around some 600 or something. But if you look into Myntra or other websites, you can find it really for lesser price. You can find them for 250 and 300 rupees. So that would be a nice option for lipsticks. What I've done is I've taken my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood for Flawless Filter in the shade Tan. I've put it at the back of my hands. I'm just gonna apply it on the high points of my face to give me that luminosity. This Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Maple. I don't find many of them talking about it. It is a very nice foundation, but as you see, it is a bit darker than my skin tone, but I can still make it work for me because I'll be going with a lighter concealer on top. Everything comes well together once I've blended and worked with it. So I'm gonna take my foundation brush. This is my Smashbox brush. It's called the Smashbox Sheer Foundation Brush. I'm gonna use it, but you see the foundation's coverage is not sheer. My base is done. I'm gonna move on to my contour. For contour, I'll be using my Huda Beauty Tantour in the shade Medium. I'm gonna use my Real Techniques brush, Real Techniques 206 brush for my contour. I'm gonna use it on my cheekbone, nose, using it as my nose contour as well. A little bit under my lips to make my lips look a little fuller, and a little bit for my quarantine weight gain. Since I have a small forehead already, I don't concentrate much on my forehead. You have to be really quick in blending this because it dries up really quick. So yeah, my contour is done. Now for my concealer, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Butterscotch. I am gonna use very tiny bit of this here in my inner corners and my outer corners. Same way on this side as well. In the bridge of my nose. Cupid's bow. Here, my contour. And a little bit on my... I'm using very less product because I want to keep it really natural. You guys must have known Jackie Aina. She uses this concealer technique, you know. She just applies concealer and let it sit there for some time before she moves on to blending. That way she gets extra coverage. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying that technique here and it really works like dream. Always make sure you cover up your inner corners as well. I've been loving this concealer technique. It gives my face instant lift. So now our concealing is done. I am gonna use MAC paint pot in the shade Laying Low for my eyelids. This is how the shade looks like. It's a really nice primer for tan skin tones like me. Gives you that nice canvas. To set my under eye concealer, I'm going to use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter Powder in the shade 3. It's tan, so more like this. It's a very smooth, soft powder. I'm setting my whole face using the same powder, using my MAC 150 brush. It truly gives you that airbrush finish. Now before I start my eye, I'm gonna set my under eye so that if there's any fallouts, I'm gonna brush it off later. Laura Mercier. My eye base is ready. Let's move on to the eyes. I'm taking my James Charles palette, the shade called Code James. Next I took the shade called 10% Off and I'm applying it all over my lids. Since I have the navy blue in my dress, I've given that blue underneath, and I've given this peachy kind of eyes on top. I really love how it looks. I'm gonna line my upper waterline, and I'm gonna leave my inner waterline like that without applying any kajal because I want my eyes really opened up. I'm gonna apply liner only on the top lashes. This is my Inglot gel liner in the shade 77, Inglot brush in 23T. I have already put in 2 drops of Duraline so that it's easier for me to apply it. Okay, my liner done. Now let's bronze up the face a little before the liner dries up, and then before we apply the mascara and everything. I'm gonna use my Too Faced Dark Solid, my angle brush from Sigma. It's the Sigma F40, and I'm just gonna contour really nicely and gently. This gives me the perfect tanned reddish kind of bronzer. So the contour is done. I've bronzed up my face. Now let's move on to the blush. I'm gonna use a peachy blush because this whole look, falls towards the peachy side. So I'm gonna use my Milani Spiced Rose blush in the shade Spiced Rose. It has a little bit of shimmer flecks, which is okay. It doesn't bother much, just on the outer edges. Too Faced Ray of Light highlighter. This is also a peachy highlighter, like as you can see. It's kind of that, falls towards the peachy side. I'm gonna take my Morphe M501 and I'm gonna do the tip of my nose, bridge of my nose. I'm gonna use my NYX lip liner in the shade Urban Cafe. I'm using my Too Faced lipstick, matte lipstick in the shade Making Moves. You can very well leave it here as you like, but I'm gonna add a little bit of glam to it by adding a little bit of gloss. I'm gonna use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Crystal Gloss. This is from the Iced Out collection. I am gonna use a brush because this is transparent, so I don't want to mix up colors. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that gloss. This is an amazing gloss. Everybody raves about the Fenty gloss, but then this one's much more nicer formula than that. It is non-sticky and it's super light on the lips, and you don't feel it on your lips at all. It is really nice. So I would recommend this more than the Fenty Beauty gloss, and moreover this is transparent as well, so it's gonna give you that glass look. We're almost done now. Let's set my skin and then add some mascara, and I'll be back. Hope you'll enjoy this video. Meet you in another one. Bye guys.